Thank you, dear friend, for being here today. If you walk away right now, you may miss the greatest abundance portal of your entire year. I am not talking about superstition. I am not here to tell you empty promises. What I am about to reveal is a secret that has been whispered through generations of mystics, astrologers, and seers, a code hidden in the stars that aligns on one rare night only, the 5th of October. This night is not ordinary. It is not just another square on the calendar. It is a cosmic gateway, a vibration so powerful that if you attune yourself to it, you can unlock health, wealth, and jackpot-level fortune that has been waiting for you all along. The universe does not speak in human words. It speaks in signs, in numbers, in synchronicities. And when the number 5 meets the number 10, it creates an ancient frequency of freedom and completion, of endings that lead to divine new beginnings. On this day, Jupiter, the great planet of expansion, will harmonize with the moon, the keeper of intuition and rebirth, to form an alignment that has the power to shift the trajectory of your destiny. Ignore it, and it slips away for another year or perhaps longer. But step through it, and you claim what was always yours: prosperity, vitality, and the unmistakable sense that the universe itself is finally on your side. And maybe, deep down, you have felt it already. Have you noticed strange dreams tugging at your heart? Have repeating numbers like 5, 10, or even the sequence 555 followed you in unexpected places? Have you felt restless, like something greater is calling your name? None of that is coincidence. Those are the whispers of the cosmos, signals guiding you here in this exact moment. You did not click on this video by accident. You were drawn here because you are ready. So, stay with me, because over the next few minutes, I will not only explain why October 5th is so sacred, but I will also reveal a ritual so simple and yet so powerful that once you hear it, you will never look at your life the same way again. At the end of this video, there will be a key, a secret you must use on that night to anchor wealth and miracles directly into your life. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. Before we go deeper, let's make an agreement with the universe right now. Type in the comments below, October 5th is my gateway to wealth. Write it as if you are carving your destiny into the stars. That one small action will signal your readiness. And while you do that, take a breath, pour yourself a warm coffee or a calming tea, and settle in as if you and I are sitting together under the night sky, sharing secrets older than time itself. Because tonight, dear friend, we begin a journey into mystery, magic, and the hidden abundance waiting just for you. Now, let me ask you one question to open your heart wide. What if the universe has been saving its greatest gift for you, and all you have to do is be awake on the night of October 5th to receive it? Would you dare to step through that portal? October 5th. Do you feel the weight of those words already? This date is not just a number on a page, not just another morning that fades into routine. October 5th is a threshold, a portal carved in starlight where the forces of Jupiter and the moon dance in harmony, weaving together two ancient numbers, 5 and 10, into a frequency that only the awakened can truly hear. Imagine standing at the edge of a great cosmic doorway. Behind you is the life you have always known, filled with effort, struggle, and waiting for luck to arrive. Ahead of you glows a corridor of golden light, whispering promises of abundance, healing, and miraculous opportunities. That corridor opens only once this year, and it opens on October 5th. Why this night? Because Jupiter, the mighty planet of expansion, the planet that multiplies everything it touches, will reach out and touch the moon, the keeper of intuition, emotion, and rebirth. It is as if the vast sky itself is leaning down to press a sacred seal upon your soul, telling you that the time of limitation is over and the season of overflow has begun. Jupiter expands, the moon renews, and together they create a pulse so rare it cannot be ignored. It is not random. It is not coincidence. It is alignment. Now let us look at the numbers. The number 5 is freedom, change, and adventure. It is the number of a soul ready to break the chains of the old and step into new possibilities. The number 10 is completion and renewal, a sacred circle that closes one chapter and begins another with divine authority. When 5 and 10 stand together, they form a code: release and receive. October 5th is not just a day. It is the universe writing this code into your life, offering you the chance to let go of scarcity and step into abundance, to close the door on fear and open the gates to wealth. You may have heard of the famous November 11th, the day of 11/11, when people all around the world make wishes and call it a collective portal. Yes, 11/11 holds power, but it is power for the masses, a mirror open to everyone at once. October 5th is different. October 5th is private. It is not for the crowd. It is for the chosen. While 11/11 responds to generic intentions shouted into the sky, October 5th responds only to the souls vibrating at a certain frequency, the ones who are listening right now, the ones who feel that tingling in their chest as these words fall into their ears. This date is not broadcasting to the whole world. It is whispering directly to you. Think about it. Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts, the big breakthrough seemed delayed? Why the jackpot always felt just one step out of reach? Why the timing never seemed perfect? It is because you were waiting for your date, your doorway, your cosmic invitation. And October 5th is that invitation. The universe has marked it with stardust and numerology, with planetary magic and lunar light, as a personal key meant to unlock what has been sleeping inside of you. So when the calendar turns to October 5th, you are not simply waking up to another morning, you are waking up to your own rebirth. The air will feel different, charged with possibility. Your dreams the night before may speak louder. Your intuition may buzz like electricity under your skin. Your heart may race without reason. That is not anxiety. That is alignment. That is Jupiter calling your name, the moon shining its silver light on the path meant for you, and the numbers 5 and 10 vibrating like a sacred drumbeat through your soul. Do not dismiss this as fantasy. Ask yourself, why are you here, right now, hearing these words? Why did this video find you at this moment, and not last month, not next year? It is because the universe knows you are ready. Not everyone is. Many will pass through October 5th, like it is just another day, blind to the shimmering doorway right in front of them. But not you. You are awake, you are listening, you are chosen. And when you accept this truth, when you claim this date as your own, you step into a new timeline where wealth flows to you, where health restores itself, where love and opportunity align effortlessly. October 5th is the cosmic reset button, the day you declare with your energy, I am ready for the life I was born to live. And once declared, the universe must respond. So, my friend, sit with this for a moment. Feel the magnitude of it in your chest. October 5th is not a story you are hearing. It is a prophecy you are living. And the question that remains is simple. Will you step through this rare portal, or will you watch it close and wait another year for fortune to knock? The choice is yours, but the invitation has already been delivered. Do you ever feel like an outsider in a room full of people who seem to move to a rhythm you cannot hear? If so, that feeling is not a flaw, it is a frequency. There are souls who carry a different radio station inside them, a subtle tuning fork that vibrates to the language of omens, numbers, and quiet coincidences. These are the ones who will notice October 5th. They are not necessarily louder or flashier than others. They are quieter, more receptive, as if their inner antenna is gently extended to the sky. You know who you are because you have always known, in the small, private moments, that you are different. You sense things before they happen. Your intuition arrives like a messenger in the night, precise and impossible to ignore. That gut nudge that says, call them or say yes or wait. It is not random. It is guidance. It is a current pulling you toward your doorway. Lately, perhaps you have been watching numbers like a secret language. You see 5 on receipts, 10 on clocks, or 15 on license plates, and your heart does a small, private flip. The repetition is not superstition. It is the universe tapping you on the shoulder. Numbers are ancient keys. 5 carries the wind of change and liberation. 10 closes a circle and opens another. And 15 is the echo of both a bridge between moving on and arriving. When these numbers show up in patterns, even in ways you cannot explain, they are breadcrumbs leading you toward the gate. Pay attention to them, not as trivia, but as invitations. Write them down. Let them become a code that only the awakened understand. You will also notice dreams that feel like messages rather than random images. They arrive vivid and electric, a stranger handing you a coin, a hallway filled with doors and one glowing slightly more than the rest, an old lover smiling with new light in their eyes, or a letter you do not remember writing. These dreams are not mere wanderings of the subconscious, they are transmissions. They contain symbols, faces, and numbers that will later echo in waking life, an unexpected call, a sum of money that appears, a person who walks through your path and says the exact line you needed to hear. Synchronicity intensifies for those on the threshold. You will bump into the right people, or the right article will fall open at the exact paragraph that answers a long-standing question. Doors do not simply open, they arrive with an unmistakable timing that feels blessed and slightly uncanny. And sometimes the sign is as simple as feeling a pressure in your chest, a slight tightening followed by relief, as if an old lock inside you is loosening. This emotional punctuation is a signal. It is the body remembering its own truth, the soul recognizing a frequency it once swore to itself would return. If you find yourself reacting strongly to soft things, a melody, a phrase, a scent, that sensitivity is your compass, not a weakness. It is the same compass that will point you to October 5th, and the ritual that will invite abundance to rest in your life. If you are listening to this right now, do not dismiss this moment as coincidence. The fact that you are here, reading or hearing these words, is part of the signal. The universe does not waste gestures. Those who are meant to receive will feel a quiet insistence that brings them to this point. So when you notice the patterns, the repeating 5, 10, 15, the dreams that keep returning, the uncanny coincidences, lean into them. Keep a small notebook by your bed. Each morning, write down what you recall. Track the numbers, the faces, the phrases. This simple practice trains your perception to recognize the door when it swings open. Remember, the people who will receive this portal are not always those with the loudest lives. They are often the tender, the curious, the ones who carry a private devotion to something greater. If this describes you, if your life has been punctuated by gentle signals and inexplicable nudges, then October 5th is not a rumor or a hope. It is your personal call. The universe is not shouting at the crowd. It is whispering to you. Will you answer? Now we arrive at the most sacred part of our journey together, the ritual of October 5th. This is not complicated. It is not meant to be heavy or elaborate. In fact, its power lies in its simplicity. When done with reverence, when done with intention, a small act becomes a declaration to the universe itself. Think of it as placing a key under your pillow that opens a door in the invisible world, a door that only you can step through. On the night of October 5th, as the stars hum with the rare harmony of Jupiter and the moon, you will prepare a single sacred object. Begin with a ceramic bowl, simple yet strong, one that feels grounding in your hands. White is the color of purity and clarity, the wiping away of what no longer serves you. Gold speaks the language of wealth, shimmering with promise, calling abundance to rest at your side. Let your intuition choose. What matters most is that the bowl feels like a vessel for your hopes, a container ready to hold your new story. Into this bowl, place 5 coins. Any currency, any size, but exactly 5. Why 5? Because 5 is the number of freedom, the spark of change, the energy of a soul breaking chains and stepping boldly into the unknown. Each coin you place carries this vibration. Imagine them as golden seeds planted in fertile soil. Then take a small piece of paper and with deliberate care, write these words. On this 5th of October, I align with freedom, abundance, and limitless wealth. Do not rush. Write slowly, as if each letter is carved into the air around you, as if you are engraving it not just onto paper, but into your destiny. Fold the paper gently and place it with the coins in the bowl. This is your offering, your contract, your personal spell whispered into form. But before you place the bowl beneath your bed, prepare your space. This is not merely cleaning, it is clearing. Remove the clutter that weighs you down. Let go of clothes you never wear, objects that carry heavy memories, papers that speak of old fears. Prosperity does not flow into crowded rooms, it flows into open ones. Once the room is clear, open a window. Let the night air in. Even if clouds hide the moon, imagine its silver glow pouring into your space, washing the walls with calm, blessing every corner with clarity. Now light a candle. Orange, if you desire joy, vitality, and magnetic luck. White, if you long for purity, fresh beginnings, and serenity. Watch the flame flicker. Let it melt away your doubts. Allow yourself to focus on the small fire, as though it is Jupiter itself, guiding you, whispering. You are ready. When your space feels aligned, take the bowl into your hands. Close your eyes. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Do this 5 times, honoring the number of change, the number of your coins. With your hands resting gently on the bowl, speak the affirmation aloud. On this 5th of October, I align with freedom, abundance, and limitless wealth. Say it with conviction. Say it as though the stars themselves are listening, because they are. Say it until your body vibrates with certainty. Then, slide the bowl under your bed, directly beneath the part of your body where you rest. If you sleep on your back, place it under your spine, aligning the current of prosperity with the river of your life force. If you curl on your side, place it beneath your heart, letting abundance cradle your most tender center. This is more than placement, it is alignment. As you sleep, your body will soften, your subconscious will open, your aura will become porous. The bowl will anchor the frequency of wealth beneath you, like a golden net catching every blessing that tries to flow your way. Finally, when you lie down to sleep, resist the temptation to scroll, to overthink, to wander into worry. Let go. Close your eyes and see yourself walking toward a great portal of light. See the outline of the door shimmering, waiting for you. Step through it in your mind. On the other side, picture your life, not in vague images, but in vivid detail. See the numbers in your bank account rise. Feel the joy of holding unexpected money in your hands. Imagine the relief in your chest when bills are paid with ease, when opportunities arrive uninvited but perfectly timed. See yourself laughing freely, living boldly, unshackled. This is not fantasy, this is alignment. When you fall asleep inside this vision, with the coins beneath you and the words echoing in your chest, you are not just dreaming, you are programming reality. October 5th becomes more than a date on the calendar. It becomes the night your future shifts, the night your energy steps into resonance with everything you once thought was impossible. So when you wake the next morning, know this: the ritual does not end when the candle burns out or when your eyes close. It begins then. The universe has received your signal, and now it starts to move, quietly, invisibly, but powerfully, to rearrange reality in your favor. And all you had to do was place a bowl, breathe deeply, speak your truth, and trust. Tell me, friend, as you imagine yourself doing this, can you already feel the gateway opening? The ritual may end when you slide the bowl under your bed and drift into sleep, but the energy it awakens continues to ripple long after the candle goes out. In fact, the real magic begins the very next morning, unfolding in ways so subtle, so seamless, that only those who are truly attuned will notice. And you, dear soul, will notice, because you have prepared yourself to hear the whispers of the universe. In the 7 days that follow, pay close attention to the coincidences that begin to bloom around you. Perhaps it starts with something small, an unexpected email landing in your inbox, carrying news of an opportunity you hadn't even considered. Maybe a friend you haven't spoken to in years suddenly reaches out with an idea, a connection, or even a gift. Or perhaps a sum of money, however small, finds its way into your hands, a refund you forgot about, a bonus, or simply finding cash in a pocket of a coat you haven't worn in months. These are not accidents. They are confirmations, the universe's way of saying, "I heard you, the gate is open." Your nights may also shift. Dreams may come alive with unusual clarity, visions of doors, of keys, of numbers glowing like beacons. You may wake at curious times like 3:15 in the morning, with your heart racing and an image imprinted in your mind. Do not brush these away. These are prophetic dreams, coded messages from your higher self, clues to the opportunities making their way to you. Beyond the external signs, you will feel an inner transformation. Your body may feel lighter, as if you've put down a weight you didn't even realize you were carrying. Your mind may grow sharper, solutions appearing where once there were only obstacles. And most importantly, your intuition will surge, guiding you with a certainty that logic alone cannot provide. A thought might nudge you to call someone, to take a different route home, to check a message you might otherwise ignore. Follow those nudges. They are the voice of Jupiter whispering through your veins. To anchor this flow, I invite you to keep what I call a prosperity journal. Each morning, as soon as you wake, spend 5 quiet minutes writing down what you remember from your dreams, the sensations you felt upon opening your eyes, or the unusual signs that appeared the day before. Do not censor, do not judge, simply write. One day it may feel meaningless, but over the week, a pattern will reveal itself. You will see threads weaving together, the numbers you keep encountering, the names that repeat, the feelings that echo. These patterns are not just coincidences, they are the map of your unfolding abundance. Remember, wealth does not always arrive with fireworks and trumpet blasts. Often, it comes as a gentle breeze, a subtle opening, a soft voice that only those truly listening can hear. These 7 days after the ritual are your synchronistic window, a time when you and the universe speak the same language. If you choose to listen, if you honor the signs, you will not just witness change, you will embody it. So tell me, when the signs arrive, when the email comes, when the dream glows, when the money appears, will you recognize them for what they are? And now we arrive at the golden message, the truth that glows brighter than the flame of any candle. The ritual itself, the bowl, the coins, the affirmation is not the magic, it is the key. A key is powerful, yes, but only when you choose to turn it, only when you choose to walk through the door it unlocks. What truly transforms your life is not the object beneath your bed, but the belief within your heart. Faith is the current that carries the ritual into the unseen. Repetition is the thread that keeps the portal open. Too many people perform a ritual once, then wait passively for miracles to fall from the sky. But the universe is not a vending machine. It is a living current that responds to devotion, to alignment, to the steady drumbeat of your intention. That is why this ritual is not a one-time performance. It is a practice you can return to again and again, especially in those moments when life feels heavy, when fear clouds your vision, when scarcity echoes too loudly in your mind. Each time you repeat it, you are not begging the universe. You are remembering who you are. You are realigning with the truth that abundance has always been your birthright. So let me remind you with words that you can carry in your chest long after this video ends. October 5th is not just one night circled on a calendar. October 5th is an invitation. It is a sacred reminder that you are meant to live in the flow of prosperity, not just for an evening, not just for a week, but for an entire year, for an entire lifetime. When you return to this ritual, you are not clinging in desperation. You are declaring your devotion, your openness, your trust. Each time you whisper the affirmation, each time you place the coins, each time you light the candle, you are telling the universe, I remember, I am ready, I am willing to receive. And the more you return, the wider the door swings, until abundance is no longer something you reach for, but the very air you breathe. So, dear friend, hold this close. October 5th is not only a night, it is a calling. It is the universe's way of saying, come, live fully, walk boldly, and step into the river of wealth that was always meant to carry you. And here we are, dear friend, at the closing chapter of this sacred journey together. Take a deep breath with me. Let it fill your chest, let it expand your heart, and let it remind you that what we shared tonight was not just words on a screen, it was a transmission, a whisper from the cosmos, a call from something greater reminding you of who you really are. October 5th is not simply a date, it is a mirror, a doorway, a signal that you were meant for more than just survival. You were meant to thrive. You were meant to live a life where freedom and abundance are not distant dreams, but daily companions. And this ritual, this night, this energy, is not just a fleeting chance. It is your opportunity to remember that the universe has always been conspiring for you, not against you. Think about what you've heard tonight. You now hold a practice that you can return to whenever life feels uncertain. A simple bowl, 5 coins, 1 affirmation, yet in its simplicity lies the most profound truth. Your belief is the real magic. The act is just the vessel. The treasure is the energy you pour into it. Imagine what will happen when you choose to repeat this ritual, not just on October 5th, but whenever you need to realign with prosperity. Imagine how your life will change when you train your heart to listen for signs, to trust your intuition, to honor the synchronicities that show up like love letters from the universe. And beyond the ritual, there is a deeper lesson here. Abundance is not only about money or jackpots or material gain. It is about stepping into wholeness, about living in harmony with your true self. When you release what weighs you down, when you clear the clutter from your space and from your heart, you invite more light, more joy, more miracles into your life. Wealth is not just what fills your bank account. It is also the peace that fills your mornings, the laughter that fills your evenings, the love that surrounds your home. This is the kind of prosperity the universe wants for you. So now, I want to ask you directly, will you claim it? Will you step through the golden doorway of October 5th? If your answer is yes, write it boldly in the comments right now. October 5th is my gateway to wealth. Let your words be your declaration, your anchor, your promise to yourself and to the universe. And if this message touched your heart tonight, if you felt the resonance of these words deep inside your soul, I invite you to support this channel with a super thanks. Every gesture, no matter how small, allows us to continue spreading light, hope, and sacred knowledge to people all around the world who are waiting for reminders just like this. Together, we can make sure these messages reach every soul that needs them. But don't stop here, because this is just the beginning. In the next video, I will reveal a secret number, a hidden key that you must write down if you want to unlock a treasure within just 3 days. Trust me, you do not want to miss it. So hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, because the journey is only getting more magical from here. Remember this, dear soul. You deserve happiness. You deserve wealth. You deserve a life overflowing with joy, love, and abundance. If no one has told you this lately, let me tell you now, you are enough. You are powerful, and you are exactly where you need to be. So tell me, what would you love to see next on this channel? What rituals, what secrets, what spiritual practices are you longing to discover? Share your desires in the comments, and together we will create a space that serves you, uplifts you, and reminds you always of your brilliance. Until next time, walk with faith, speak with love, and live like someone who remembers they are made of stars. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.